The following broadcast is brought to you by
Elite Performance.
What's Poppin' Corn Snacks? Printed Memories.
Revved Up Tattoos.
The Fighter's Friend.
Doc Sports Service.
The One's Kitchen.
Inner Beast Sportswear.
BW Sports 1, sports media marketing and design. Check us out at BWSPORTS1.com. It's another original BW Sports 1 production.
Pew pew!
That's right. It is Wednesday night, 8 p.m. Eastern. You know what time it is. It's time for that guy right there, the one, this guy right here, the Lion. Together, we are the Dukes of Football.
Ball.
Yep, I was waiting on it. What's happening, brother?
Hey, nothing, man. Nothing. Chilling, hanging. You know, I would say flying high with the Eagles, but not so much.
Is what it is. We took our first L. Glad, like I said before we came on, glad it was last week. And instead of this weekend coming up here at Indy, where I'm going to be sitting in
Oh, yeah,
the
because your wife would
stadium.
not let you end it. Yes. Christy would be all over you.
Ha!
You got to love it.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. What's happening in your world, brother?
Hey, man, just trying to make $1 out of 15 cents, pimping.
You got 15 cents? Damn.
Maybe we're like 13 and a half.
How's that? How's the One's Kitchen coming along? I hear you got some filled up scheduling for catering over the holiday season coming up.
Yeah, man, they're coming in, man. I was like, you do one, and then everybody's like, well,
Bam,
where'd
bam,
you
bam,
do
bam.
that? And they'd be like, well, let me get that number. And they'd be like, yeah. And I'll be like,
So-
yeah, what you want?
What is that number to the One's Kitchen?
Well, the number is 317-910-8264. You may call me directly. I may or may not pick up, but I will return your call.
Yes, and I will attest to it. The food
So-
is
Because
excellent.
those old hood.
Oh boy, he's got some connection
Appreciate it,
problems
son.
over there again. Good Lord, the gremlins have made their way out of the paddock over to the One's house. Oh, he's moving now. There he is. Hey, they were good now. I don't know. Little pause. No, he's still slow. I don't know. If he's saying anything,
I
can
don't
hear him. There he
Say
is. I
something.
hear
I
him.
have
But,
no idea.
okay. I don't
Yep, no, I'm spinning.
know. Uh-oh. Pop out, pop back in. Let's make it roll on, brother. We will be. Oh, there he
Here,
is.
Let me.
Boom.
I don't know, bro.
Nope, I don't know. Anyway,
Yeah.
so yeah, you know what time it is.
Hold on.
shoot.
I'll be back. I'll be back.
All right, there we go. Hey, really quick while he's taking his little siesta break, we thank all you supporters out there among the world in our favorite here. What's Poppin' Corn Snacks, Printed Memories, Revved Up Tattoos, Doc Sports Picks, My Bookie, The Fighter's Friend, The One's Kitchen, and Inner Beast Sportswear. So we thank you, and we thank each and every one of you for listening every week here on BW Sports 1. So moving a little bit on, I don't want to go too far in and get him completely lost. The Memory Maker, brought to you by Printed Memories. Get all your direct to print needs at one local spot. Call 317-494-0811 today. Let them know BW Sports 1 sent you. So, Indiana State football, high school football, is kicked off into the playoffs. We're moving into semi-state this week, and it's been some pretty good action coming out of all around the city. Honestly, you had Roncalli beating um, New Pal 20-7. What a hell of a game it was. Uh, Man, I don't want to say lucky. It was just that timing thing is everything. And I know New Pal was losing, or they lost their star running back the week before, I believe, to get to the regionals, and they didn't have him against Roncalli, and it showed. But from what I could tell, it was the both sides of the ball, offense and defensive line of Roncalli, that kind of took them over the into the win. So yeah, I don't know where my man is, but like I said, I didn't want to get too far in. Trying to pull up this high school stuff so we could give you all of the action around the state, because I cannot recall who all won, but you know what? It's all right. It happens. That's what happens, Revved Up Tattoos and Revved Up Ridiculousness. When it comes to body ink, go wherever the quality work is good and you feel comfortable while you're waiting there, while you're in the chair, getting that ink therapy session done. Call 317-537-2667 today. Notre Dame. I didn't write this, guys. I know I'm the Notre Dame fan, but I didn't write this. It was Damon, so I'm giving him the props in this. So Notre Dame's receiver has the best catch of the season, or does the Vikings' Justin Jackson? Both of those catches over this past weekend were phenomenal. I mean, you had Notre Dame literally catching it behind the defender and pulling it out and saying, I got it. And then the fantabulous grab up the sidelines for Jackson. Yeah, for Jackson. And he is stretching. I haven't seen a guy stretch that much since stretch class at Elite Performance on Wednesday nights. I miss it because I'm here with you guys, but I'm fine. It's got Zoom classes starting there, by the way. Might want to check them out. ElitePTIndy.com. Justin Jefferson was a nicer catch. Did I say Jackson Jefferson? Yes. God, Nathaniel, where are you at, man? How come you aren't on the show with me so I can, Damon and I can put the right names down, okay? You call us out all the time. We appreciate it, though. Appreciate the support. Yes, thank you. Justin Jefferson was a nicer catch, he's saying. Okay, well, like I said, man, I ain't seen a guy stretch out like that for a while. So we have the one sighting. We are in the one area. There he is.
Am I moving?
No, you're good now. Yeah, you're good now. So I just had to pop out and pop back in, so it made me feel comfortable being on the same side as I normally am on the screen.
Yeah, I understand. Now, I don't know where the hell you're at, so I don't know what was going on.
So I talked about, the magnificent win of Roncalli over New Pal in the Printed Memories Memory Maker, local Memory Maker. Couldn't get my thing to go up on the high school board to show me all of the action. So I kind of moved a little bit on to Revved Up Ridiculousness. Yeah.
All right. Revved Up Ridiculousness. It's Revvy. So, have you already started it? Are you at the beginning of it?
No, I just threw it out there, and Nathaniel came pop. One of our wonderful supporters out there, Nathaniel Ruffner, comes popping in, making sure that we understand that the notes were incorrect. And his name is Justin Jefferson and not Jackson. But it's okay.
I don't know why. Hey, just something about Jackson. I don't know.
Yeah, that is
So,
true. I like that
yeah,
point.
revved up ridiculousness. What's the
Yeah,
point?
so he says, think about it. Lindsey doesn't come up with that catch. They have 3 losses to the 3 worst teams on the schedule. I like the point. I like the point. That's why he was saying that Justin Jefferson's catch was the nicer grab of the 2.
Yeah, I mean, I think it was the more impactful grab of the 2, the one that meant more. But the better catch to me was the Notre Dame catch, bro. Like, you caught it
Behind the
on
back.
his back, spit him around, and it was like, here you go, bro. I got it.
That was nice.
So, yeah, but the Justin Jefferson, his was way more impactful. Like the helmet catch or Odell Beckham's catch that every receiver makes now. Those catches were impactful because they made points in the game. Notre Dame at that point was kind of, taking care of business, but then they let off the gas at the end.
I was going to say at that point, yeah. But man, did they try to make it a freaking game again. Big Ben, what's happening, brother? He is on the road. Are you? No, he's probably there now. Did you make it to Omaha? Omaha.
All right, so I guess we're out of ridiculousness. If you want to the ridiculousness, go to Revved Up.
Bam.
That's what I say. Get you some ink.
Bam. There you go. Just
Bam.
got to Omaha. Well, there you go.
Am I glitching again?
A little bit, but not now. For right now, you're good.
I feel.
So let's just.
I don't know what's going on, bro. Maybe it's the snow.
Maybe. That chance got thinner and thinner this morning, but all of a sudden, I've seen nothing but snow all day.
Right. So what, man? Oh, man, let's go. What are we doing? What's popping?
What's popping? What's popping around the league? Brought to you by What's Poppin' Corn Snacks. Check out the best gourmet popcorn around and make it your own with custom labeling. Go to What's Poppin' Corn Snacks today.
Yay.
Yay.
So I guess we get started and talk about the top team. Georgia, OSU, Michigan, all handle business. When it comes to the top teams, the only one that struggled, it looks TCU. I just think it was a good football game, a good defensive football game. I don't think it was so much struggling. I just think, Texas and TCU did a real football game.
Well, and correct me if I'm wrong. It was at Texas, right? It wasn't at TCU, correct? So you're sitting there again going.
Yes, it was at Texas.
Okay, so you're going to a division rival's home, which I'll get to here in a second with a couple other games. But yeah, I mean, I agree with you. I don't think they really struggle. I think it was just that damn good of a football game, and they're still in the top 4 where they should be, I believe. I don't see anything wrong with the top 4. Once you get out of the top 4, I'm a little bit skeptical, I should say, because I believe, Tennessee, I think, should be there. LSU and Southern Cal, if it were my pick, I would honestly put Southern Cal over LSU in the 6th spot. Alabama's still hanging out in the top 10 at 8th. You really don't have anything to put it against for us.
That what I'm.
What?
So is if you do you see that slide since you were just talking about the new rankings?
Oh well, there we go. We got the.
I mean, you kind of dove right into it.
I did. I did. I mean, what the hell? We kind of throw it all in there together. What better way to do it? I don't see anything different other than Southern Cal and LSU, in my opinion. But you can't argue with Alabama because they are there. They lost to LSU and Tennessee, so I get that.
I mean, they put Alabama there because they're going to always put Alabama somewhere where they find a way to put them and Clemson in. I mean, I think Matt threw up something that where it gave a possibility that you could see that. But, whatever it is, whatever, I am still in agreement with you. I think USC should be above LSU. I know that was a big win for LSU over Alabama, but I think that USC's one lost body of work is a little bit better than LSU's late surge, so to speak. I mean, we going into next week's games. There's a couple, or this upcoming week's games. There's a couple of these NCAA games that are mattersome. Like trap games for OSU and Michigan. I mean, Michigan is actually luckily they're playing at home against a very stout Illinois team who can run the ball, has a good defensive too, and Ohio State has Maryland. Now, Maryland's not ranked, but Maryland's not a pushover. So both of those teams are getting excited and geared up for the game. I don't want neither one of them to slip and put some out of the conversation.
Yeah, I would agree with you. But I think that there's two bigger trap games this week. If you look at the schedule, and I agree with you, Michigan is lucky that they're playing Illinois at home because I think it would be a major feat for them to go into Illinois just the way Illinois plays at home and win this year. So it is.
I don't know about a double major feat, but it'd be a good win.
Yes. But if you look, TCU's going to Baylor. Okay, that right there, I mean, TCU cannot slip one bit because they got, again, Tennessee, Southern Cal, LSU, Alabama, Oregon, Utah, all them teams, Penn State's even up there still, all those teams, right there on their ass. So that's going to be a tough one. And then another one that I was looking at was the Ole Miss is going to Arkansas. Yes, Arkansas is not the good team that they have been, that we've seen parts of here and there, but they are that team that can beat you at home at any given time.
That is true. I mean, there's some good, exciting low caliber. I say low caliber because these games don't really affect a lot of the top, but they do affect the back half of bowl games and the back half of the CFP. Like I know he popped up the UCLA. Like our picks this week kind of are heavy the Pac-12 because last weekend the Pac-12 had an exciting weekend in the negative fashion.
Right.
This weekend, the Pac-12 can build themselves right back up. So there's a couple teams that still have a shot. I mean, right now USC's probably leading, has control of their own destiny, so to speak. I mean, you beat a surging Notre Dame, then you'll be able to take out a most likely a Utah in the Pac-12 championship. You know what I mean? Right there. They're right there with a one-loss Tennessee. You know what I'm saying? Or a one-loss Ohio State or Michigan. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I agree. But we will talk about Southern Cal and UCLA here in a little bit because I got some things that I think is going to happen this week.
He got some things he think is gonna happen this week. Some things. You got some things, my guy.
Some things. I got some
You
things.
got some things. We were supposed to lead off with this, but I forgot because I was all discombobulated by what the hell was going on. We had some tragedy. Had a sad news at the University of Virginia. They are canceling their game this week with Coastal Carolina, and most likely they're going to cancel next week's game with the death of 3 football players from a shooting on their university over the last few days. So our BWSPORTS condolence goes out to families around that football organization and those young men. So Seeing these situations happens on our campus, man. It's getting too old. It's getting too whatever. What political agenda that these people, whoever they are, have. Stop playing it with our kids. Play it with yourselves.
Yep, I agree. I agree. On a lighter note,
talk a little
no.
Heisman, bro.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. That's I'm looking at your notes. I'm sorry, you're missing one,
My
man.
family.
Yeah, my family. You're missing one on that list.
What am I missing?
Our boy
No,
Drake May.
I'm not, because those are the
from
top 4
Carolina.
candidates.
No. Still say, hey, he's up there.
Those are the top 4 candidates. He's 5. We're only talking about the top 4.
There. Okay. Bennett's up there.
Top 4. Top 4.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
We're not talking about who they want to win it. We're talking about the guys who are proven that they can win it.
Well, what do you got? Stroud at 1?
I don't have them in any order because it says
just
in no certain order.
No order.
It's
okay,
just the
now
top
that I'm
4.
reading,
But
now
I think
that I'm reading the notes,
I think they got them. I think they got them at Caleb, Blake, Hooker, and Stroud. I think it was what is listed. I think probably Stroud, Quorum, Caleb, and then Hooker, because the loss and the bad looking loss to Georgia knocked Hooker down a bit to me.
I can agree with that. I think that it's sad, man, because he's having a hell of a year, though, man. He can't deny his ability. You can't deny his stats this year. It's just that was a bad game overall. I don't know. It's bad, and he's not going to be able to redeem himself next year.
Yeah, he's gonna go make some money. That's what he's gonna go do. But I think it's a good race. This is a spread out kind of race. Again, you quarterback heavy, but I like it that you got a running back in there who's got Derrick Henry type numbers when he won the Heisman. I think he's just 2 touchdowns short and like a couple hundred yards short of the same points at this juncture in the season. So he's got a good shot at doing it. And I think it's going to come down to that the game next week. If they both survive this week, I think it's going to come down to it. You know what I'm saying? You got a guy got 17 touchdowns. He's got a ridiculous average of 27 touches a game, over 152 yards a game. It's going to be good, man. It's going to be a good finish. Oh, by the way, that's 2 Michigan boys in the Final Four 2 years in a row for the Heisman. I just want to put that out there.
I'm so glad for you. So glad.
Now win it, and then I'm going ape shit, bro. All right, so should be fun, and we talked about the CFP playoff rankings. So we still got a couple games to go with the Heisman. So
we do, Nathaniel. To your point in your question here, does playing in the Pac-12 hurt his chances? In previous years, I would say definitely. This year, I'm not so sure that it's really hurting his chances because the Pac-12 has stepped up overall. I mean, you look at the teams in the division this year, how they're playing. They may have a slip up here and there. Every team does. Hence. But I still say that the Pac-12 is definitely better than what we've seen in previous years. I think Southern Cal is as real as people say they are. I think UCLA is just as real. And, I don't know. I'm more referencing playing in primetime. Okay, playing in primetime, that may have a little bit. Damon, what do you think on that?
Used to. Because when I read it and I heard you talking, I knew exactly what he was talking about. Normally, the Pac-12 Heisman front runners or candidates or whatever, they always fall to the backside unless they have ridiculous numbers like Reggie Bush and Matt Leinart or something like that. They normally fall back because the East Coast, who has all the voting, doesn't get to see them. They see the highlights. They don't really get to see them like they do on the East Coast, where they got those 12 o'clock, 3:30, 7:30 game. You know what I'm saying? But that 8 o'clock, 9 o'clock, 10:30 game, you don't get to see them all the time. So, but closer to now, I think it doesn't affect as much as it used to because of the fact of social media. You know what I mean? So you get to dive into more of these things. But overall, I don't think the Pac-12 itself is it's got great numbers. That the numbers for other guys are in more impactful games. For all undefeated, so except for Hooker, that tends to help a little bit. And he plays in the SEC, so they're going to always pump him up.
True. True. Very true. I like that. I like that. See. What do we have next? Oh boy, the Gremlins are still over there.
Dynasty.
What?
Yeah, they come and go. I don't know what the hell is going on, bro. I don't know.
It happens.
The Dynasty people.
No Dynasty news tonight. Go check them out, Dynasty Bros FF, on their social media platforms. Chief Sosa, Dot, and Avo on the mic or on the scratch pad, on the vinyl, on the record player, on the scratchers. I don't know what other names you call them. I'm just coming up with shit now.
Turntables, the ones and twos.
Turntables, man. That was the one. That was what I was looking for.
Yeah, let's go
Damn.
with it.
Wheels of steel. Show you.
You know what I'm saying? Let's go.
I think it was you that posted.
Like DJ.
Yeah,
Avo.
I think it was you that posted the what was it? Ill Communications came out on this day like 30 some years ago.
Oh, 36 years ago, bro. 36
Damn.
years ago. Wasn't Ill Communications. It was Licensed to Ill.
Was it Licensed
It was
to
the
Ill?
back half of the plane.
Yep.
Licensed to
There
Ill.
you go.
36 years ago, bro. Listen, I had the cassette. Yes.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. I did too. I did too. Good stuff. Shout out to the Beastie Boys.
Stop it.
Yes, I wish it would just as bad as you do. Yeah, I don't know, man.
Feel
All
safe.
Well, yeah, I don't know.
Oh my God.
Hey,
Oh, hey.
I heard that now. All right. Well, no, we don't have any Dynasty Bros action tonight, but we
just
will,
keep going, man. Going.
I gotcha. We're gonna move on to NFL headlines. Pin it or punt it. A little bit of action here. I'm not too sure if Raphael is going to be able to make it in or not tonight. Talked to him earlier. It sounded profitable or promisable, and I don't know. I'm gonna call him out again if he doesn't make it tonight. So the 72 Dolphins are resting easy once again. I don't think that there's a pin it or a punt it on that one. I think that was just a fun little jab at me and my team taking their first L. Good one. I will say that was a good one, Damon. Not too sure if you can hear me, but I see. There you go. He does hear me. Man, oh man, that was good. Yep. Well, so
Yeah.
speaking of, yes, we lost. Yeah.
Oh yeah.
There he is. Yeah, hey. All right, he's
I got the
back.
eyeball on the screen. I don't have the dashes anymore, so you gotta get it in.
Beautiful. Yeah, so
No,
we lost
Raphael,
our
I got
first
you.
round.
Yes,
Well,
there
I don't know
was
yet.
a
Yeah.
jab.
Oh yeah, I felt it. I felt the jab. Right here. Right here.
Yeah, but a good game though. It was a good game. Proud of the Washington Commanders. You know what I mean? Hometown boy Terry McLaurin making spectacular catches. It's good games. Every time you just have a slip up.
Yeah, we had a major slip up. It looked like we were lost. We didn't know how to play the game again.
I don't know if I want to go to those extremes.
I mean, for
Washington
a
just played
while
better
there, it was
football
like,
that game.
okay, I will. Man,
Washington just played better football game.
they did. They did. Turnovers, man. Turnovers kill. Turnovers. The last
Yeah.
play
I
of the
mean, I wouldn't
fucking
go
game,
to the
we turned it
extremes that
over
you're.
into the end zone. Are you serious?
I wouldn't go to
Are
the.
you serious?
I wouldn't go. I wouldn't go to the extremes that you're going to because I'm pretty sure you're going to right the ship against Saturday and the Indianapolis Coast this weekend.
On Sunday.
Yeah.
I'll
Hey,
beat
which
Saturday
leads us
on Sunday.
into is 1-0 on Sunday.
He is. He is. Hey, he got the team fired up enough to make it happen. Man, we had a short one. Oh, there he is.
Like I said last week. I said, like we did last week, super happy for Jeff Saturday. That's a cool ass job, but was kind of skeptical of the hiring, whatever. But I said my opinions. Unlike some of these Colts fans out here, boy, can y'all switch in a couple days. Talking like, oh, Ursay's trash for making this hire, blah, 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 blah. And then they win on Sunday. Oh my God, he is the greatest coach ever.
Mm-hmm. You and I, being here, residing in the Circle City, have seen this fair weather bullshit all of our lives around this city's teams. Just saying that. It is what it is. It turned orange when Peyton
Except
Manning
the Indians. We're very consistent with the Indians.
Yes, we are. Indianapolis Indians. Beautiful stadium, Victory Field. Y'all should come out. Gosh, man, he had him for a minute. I don't. Next up, let's see. Hold on. No. The NFC has now become a race.
You got the NFC.
Who's the top team after the Eagles' loss? The Eagles or the Vikings? What kind of question is that? The one loss on the Minnesota Vikings is from us. Period.
Team. We're a different team then, bro. I'm just putting out the question. Didn't say I agree with it. That's why it's a question. You know what I mean? Like, but you got to say the Vikings play a really damn good football right now.
They are.
You know what I mean?
They had a hell of a win.
I don't know, man.
Over Buffalo in overtime. That defense, man, is really stepping up.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes, it is.
Yeah, that was okay. There you go.
I think it's going to be a good race all the way to the end. The NFC is tightening up because you still got Seattle out there lurking. You know what I mean? You still got Tampa Bay, who's on life support, but they're still lurking. You know what I mean? Because let's face it, they're probably going to win the division, and you get Tom Brady in the playoffs. so I still like the Eagles' chances, though.
I was going to add that to our pennant and punt it. The Tampa Bay Buccaneers are still going to win the NFC South. Pin it or punt it.
Pin it, bro. Pin it because the Saints is going the other way.
Whew.
Bro, you just lost to the Steelers. I can't do anything for the Saints. Yeah, I'm talking shit about my team. If it wasn't for TJ Watt, he is the greatest thing that's happened. Him and Cam Hayward. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know, but it was a good football game on Sunday. Yes. Woo! 3 wins, baby.
There you go. Hey, TJ Watt equals wins.
Yes. Yes, it does. Yeah.
Yep.
I'm feeling it.
Yeah, get it in.
Yeah. Some real issues in Vegas after Carr's emotional press conference.
I would love to know who he's talking about. However, just like everything that I try to do, I try to keep everything out of the public eye, out of the public ear. Keep it in house and don't let it out. Gotta keep it in, man, because then now you got people wondering how bad really is it in Vegas.
Hey, sometimes you got to force changes, bro. I mean, I'm not all for speaking out on your team, whatever, or at least finger pointing. You know what I mean? Like what he said, I'm with. You know what I mean? I just wish everybody in our organization had the same passion of winning as everybody. You know what I mean? That's a wake-up call. That's a call that, hey, man, we need to start holding our teammates accountable. We need to start holding our players accountable. We need to start holding our coaches accountable. Stop giving them passes. There should be no way that the Raiders roster, barring injuries, should look this bad. Oh, my God, they're a terrible football team. So you can only got to look at the guy who's not the constant. That's Josh McDaniels. You're the new guy. Derek Carr and an interim coach took them to the playoffs through a adverse season.
Did you just really use that word? He did, folks. He did. Wow.
So yeah, there's issues going on there, bro.
Oh yeah, definitely. And I'm not disagreeing with it. There's definitely something happening there. Is it the chemistry that McDaniels brought to the team? I don't know. Is it the turmoil that they were left in by, you know, what's his name, Gruden, and a whole debacle there? I don't know. I don't know what it is, but they better figure it out quick, or that team's going to look like the 0-16 Lions come next year.
Yeah, that's why I don't think it was the debacle of or the hangover of last year's with Gruden's problems, because the way they rallied and finished the season and into the playoffs. Josh McDaniels is a new person in the organization. I mean, I guess you could say Avante Adams is a new person in the organization, but we really don't think it's that guy who we're talking about.
Probably not.
Just say.
Probably not. I mean, are you thinking that
now,
his
if we were
shot
saying,
was
does he,
directing? Do you think his shot was directly at McDaniels?
I don't think it was directly at McDaniels. I think it was circumvented around to McDaniels, because this is what's happening under your leadership. You know what I mean? I'm out here getting my ass kicked for you, and you can't get everybody to play on the same page. That's because that locker room ain't behind him. That locker room don't believe in him. They believed in Derek Carr and their interim coach last year. He should have got the job. That's just me. But everybody wants the flashy new car, and the flashy new car has a goddamn North Star engine in it.
I'm stretching. Wow, Cadillac.
That was good. It was good.
That
Can I
was
get
good.
something?
That was
All right.
good.
Where are we off to?
Oh shoot. Hold on here. Y'all off it.
Buffalo.
Yes.
Who's Buffalo?
Buffalo is not the clear favorite in the AFC. Pin it or punt it. Damon, let's hear you. Well, at least he can
Make
make
sure my eyebrows
faces.
is moving.
Yeah, they were until you backed up. I don't know what happened.
I I don't know, bro. I want to, but these two losses to the Jets and now the Vikings, and we're really unsure about Josh Allen's throwing health because we did see some throws that look kind of questionable on this past game. So I don't know. KC's fire seems to be lit. You know what I mean? Patrick Mahomes seems to be doing his thing. But right now, I don't see any other team in the AFC that's sneaking her. Baltimore still kind of struggling. Miami, who the hell knows? Like we were talking high about them, and nobody's talking about them anymore. I don't know. Is it the Jets? Is the Jet? Is it the Jets? I don't know. Right now, I think it's Buffalo and Kansas City once again.
Yeah, I can't say that I necessarily disagree with that. I think Kansas City obviously is on a run. They're on a high right now. They're going into division play. Uh, but I still think, man, Buffalo is the team to beat overall. I think it's still going to have to go through Buffalo to get to the Super Bowl. And we'll see. The one thing that I'm kind of skeptical on is what you said earlier in Josh Allen's shoulder. Is that really hurt as bad as we think it may be? We don't know. We saw, like you said, a couple of passes here and there throughout that Minnesota game that just didn't look right, didn't look good. Yeah, we'll see. Yeah, we'll see. I don't think
We can
that
still run.
he can. He can. Yeah, he can still run. He can still run. But yeah, I still think, like I said, it goes through Buffalo.
Well, it's just funny. I mean, how different people's injuries heal differently. You know what I'm saying? Like Josh Allen's is dealing with this UCL in the elbow. You know what I mean? In baseball world, that's Tommy John's. You know what I'm saying? We just saw Bryce Harper going in for it. So
Mm-hmm.
yeah, that concerns the shit out of me if I'm a Buffalo fan going into the playoffs. So
But well, and I think it might be different too because of the way you're throwing it. You're not sitting there, you know, throwing it back like this. I mean, you're boom.
I took in
You
that
just go
elbow.
doing the little Dak
Oh,
twist.
look at him doing this deck. Think I worked them hips, baby.
Right, working them
It's all
hips.
in the hips, baby. It's all in the hips. Shout out to Happy Gilmore.
Right, Chubbs.
So guess we're done.
Well, all right.
Yes. Yeah, I guess we're moving on.
Two.
Well, I had some cool crap for let me go get this.
Uh-oh.
That one's gone and that one's gone. I had some cool crap for Raphael when he popped on, had a new little banner for him, and you know what I
Oh
mean? I was ready for
man.
Raphael.
Oh shoot.
You
Well,
know what I mean? I was ready for it. Look, see, we got him a little banner, little betting odds.
oh, and
Oh,
look at this.
oh,
He may be a little late. Not really. He's just a little later than normal. Good God, his ears must have been burning like hell. How are we doing, Mr. Rafael Esparza?
I am doing well. How about you guys?
You know, I was gonna see if you could bet on that. You can bet on if Rafael's gonna make it or not. What's the odds? You can bet on that.
Hey, I texted you earlier that I was going to be on. I just got a late phone call.
Oh, of course, of course. Look, he's
it was
Mister.
it was Barack. It was Caesar's Palace president himself.
Right?
No, it was Trump. He wanted to know what his odds were.
Ah, there you go.
Like, I'm speechless.
You did. You did.
Oh
I
no, because I have nothing nice to say.
Raphael, I want to kind of go back to our last pin it or pun it, and I want to hear your opinion. Buffalo is not the clear favorite in the AFC. Pin it or pun it.
I would say pin it.
Do you
Uh,
think
you-
Kansas City?
No, guys. I haven't been sold on Kansas City since week one. I think they have a lot of holes. It's just like Buffalo has a lot of holes. I think we're going to see someone surprise, like almost like what the Bengals did last year. But I think a surprise and actually win the whole thing.
Come on now. Come on now.
Maybe the Giants.
Hey now. Hey now.
Maybe the Commodores. Or the
Commodores.
All right, everybody. That's all the time he has tonight. No.
I don't call them the Commanders. I call them the Commodores.
They said the Commodores. Keep it easy.
Oh boy. Okay. Let's get into some weekly picks here because I had a shit week last week.
Yeah, none of them were good, but let's put some stuff up here. We got some new banners for old Raphael,
Yeah.
Bring him in because it's the betting odds of Raphael Esparza. So we bring him in, which segues into our Doc Sports. You know what I mean? We get it all in. And if you look at the banner, it'll tell you where to go to get your picks in with him and them. Yeah, baby.
Boom. Bam.
Hey, that was pretty.
That was pretty. You guys are on point today.
It
All right,
happens
so
every
I'm
once in a
going to
while.
have to lead
Uh-oh.
every once in a while.
Every once in a while.
Oh, I got to get rid of something.
I got
That
it.
looks good.
I got it. Yep. I'm
right.
still hanging
Cool.
on up top. But man, that was a rough week. I think I got two.
But look at that boy. Don't call it a comeback.
He's under 500.
No, I went back down.
Yeah.
I know, but before you were in the basement. You were in a basement by yourself for the longest time.
Well, that is true.
All right, man. Let's look. Hey, Dad, let's go back and look at some of these numbers, bro. Matt was 1-5. Tim was 2-4. Dan was 2-4. Tom was 2-4. Steven was 1-5. John was the only person, and he was at 500 and 3-3. Greg didn't get a game right.
Ouch.
And Storm and I both was 2-4.
You guys all have real jobs, right?
No. No.
So
we work for the Buckies here.
That week for the network. All right. So this is how we doing our picks. I got to thinking like we was doing our stuff all wrong. So I'm making them up. Like, so we got Raphael because Raphael is our numbers guy. So Raphael's picks have to do with the numbers.
Right.
Our picks just have to do with who the hell we want to win the game.
Right.
So that's where we're at.
All right. Raphael.
And this is the first game up.
Number 1, Georgia, 10-0 at the Wildcats of Kentucky at 6-4, 3:30 p.m. kickoff on CBS.
Hold on. Before he gets into it, this game looked better earlier in the week when I selected it. As I'm doing this, I'm like, this game sucks.
We had to redeem at least one of our games from last week's picks, okay, guys? So unless Kentucky wins this all out, I think we're good.
I mean, it is bad. It is being played at Kroger Field. I mean, so that's a plus, and you get a big number. But there's a lot of grumblings in that Kentucky locker room about how their offense is being called wrong. They want to spread it out, maybe not run so much, especially when they're down by double digits. The only thing that's good right now in Lexington, that's not really that good, is college basketball has started. Georgia wins. Georgia wins this game. I'm going to say Kentucky has that back door open, and I think they sneak a back door, but Georgia has no problem winning.
Do you think they cover?
Kentucky lost to Michigan State last night.
Yeah, both teams are only they've covered 4 of their last 10 games, so neither one of them are dominating cashing tickets against the spread.
Okay. Yeah. And again, our picks are straight up.
Wow.
Yeah.
So
that is a bloody
get back
screen.
Kentucky wins by a late field goal. If that screenshot right there.
Hey, you know
I
what?
believe
I'd be
it.
fine with that. At least everybody else got it wrong too. Okay.
I would be actually fine with that if it comes to the CFP. I would love
Yeah.
that.
Yeah. Let's throw a
Uh,
screwdriver in the whole system.
and like we said earlier in the show, we Pac-12 heavy today, man, or this
Mhm.
week, because there's some big games in the Pac-12. Starting with this one with the 7th-ranked USC Trojans, 9-1, and still has a heartbeat. 16th-ranked UCLA and Dan's favorite, Chip Kelly.
Yeah, it is. I mean, if USC runs the table, I think they're in. Even though they have a one-loss team, I still think they'll need maybe TCU, maybe get a one loss. But I would have to put their resume above Tennessee because they would have 3 straight wins against now Pac-12, who are heavy in the polls right now. If they win outright, I would have to put them ahead of Tennessee, even though Tennessee has a couple bigger wins. And then enough said on that. Pac-12 is still not in yet. UCLA wins.
Ooh. Interesting that the odds maker picked that. Because few of us
he
did
Lee
too.
Corstone him.
He did. Not so fast.
Yeah.
I think this is going to be a good game. I think
I just
Nathaniel mentioned it earlier too, that he says UCLA was going to win. I believe Southern Cal is a damn good team, and I think this is the reason why Southern Cal will beat Notre Dame the following week too.
Notre Dame still plays football?
Some. Only when they feel like
this is gonna be a good one, man. This is gonna be an old classic, you know what I mean? Troy Aikman style UCLA and old Matt Leinart style Trojans. Yes, I understand that they played in 2 different eras. I just wanted to say that I do quarterbacks from those eras. I like USC and Lincoln Riley in the transfer portal in this game.
There you go.
Last college games, we're gonna stay in the Pac-12, man. Utah, number 10, number 12, Oregon. If anything, this is gonna be a high flyer.
What's the over-under on this, Ref?
63 and a half around there. I'm actually a little shocked. I thought it was going to be like 66, 67. I mean, I know Utah's defense could shut down. I mean, they shut down Stanford last week, only giving up 7 points, but they let Arizona put up 20 points on them. USC and UCLA both put up 42 points against them. I agree. It's going to be a high-scoring game. Horrible loss last week by Oregon. That pretty much knocked them out completely. I think they bounce back at home and take care of the Utah Utes. It's just going to be a track meet. I think whoever has the ball last, scores last, wins this game. Give me the Ducks.
Quack, quack.
Look at that. Damn.
Hey, now I'm going to tell you, the battle with this one can underline be who comes in with the best helmet. Because Oregon has a plethora of different assorted helmets. Utah is not far behind with some pretty decent helmets to themselves. So I'd like to see the helmet game on this. Is there a prop bet on which helmet Oregon's gonna wear?
I don't know. I mean, I haven't seen. I don't know how they pick their helmets. I don't know if they pick them in a week in advance. I have to look into that for next year for picking Oregon's helmets. That'd be a good prop.
You can bet on that?
Sure, why not? I'll put it up.
That is great. Great promo there, Dad.
Yes, sir.
All right, let's go down to NFL. First game up. Yeah, buddy. The Bengals traveled to it's not Heinz Field anymore. I don't know what the hell
he is riding high, Raphael.
I could see that.
He has been gloating all night long.
I mean, he beat the Saints. It's not like he beat a playoff team, but I'll give it to him.
Yeah.
I'll give it to him.
Hey, we beat somebody.
I agree. I'll give it to you.
Hey, I think we're going to. Hey, we beat the Bengals beginning of the season. I'm feeling good at home, man. It's hard to win in not Heinz Field.
I still call it Heinz Field. What is it? Acrisure Stadium or something? I can't remember what it's called.
Isn't that like that fake water that you get from Kroger or something, or Walmart?
That's a good question.
I don't know.
I'm this one. I really wanted to take the Steelers with Watt coming back. It looked like a totally different team, especially in a huddle on D side last week. But again, they played the Saints. The Saints offense is horrible. The Saints defense is horrible. They're all banged up. And they have to play a Bengals team who's coming off their bye week. So that's what kind of hurts me in this one. Sorry. I mean, you know me. I want to play the Steelers on this one, but I'm going to have to take the Bengals.
Big question. Is Ja'Marr Chase playing?
I think last time I saw, let me do a quick check. I think it was questionable still.
Yeah, I'll go with the
Steelers. No, he's out. He's not playing. He's out.
Yeah, I'll ride with my guys.
Well, it is what it is now. The Pickers are in.
You're really thinking that, aren't you, Dan?
No, I'm as making sure you weren't.
No? Oh no, hell no. So we go to for NFL. Yeah, I guess
I don't understand
for the Cowboys.
I don't understand this number. Why isn't the Minnesota Vikings like a 2-point favorite? The Minnesota Vikings are that redheaded kid that the Brady Bunch brought in the last couple of years that killed the show. No one likes them. No one disrespects them. I don't understand. I like the Vikings in this spot. They're the quietest team in NFL history. I can't think of another team that has a record like this that plays well. And no one talks about it. They want to talk about Buffalo. They want to talk about KC. They want to talk about the Eagles with their horrible wins against lesser opponents that I showed Dan on Monday. No one talks about Kirk Cousins and his bling. Give me the Vikings.
Dan's got something to say. I know he does.
Nope. What's the odds on that, Ref?
Well, explain why the Cowboys 1.5-point favorites. I don't understand this. It's not like Kirk Cousins got hurt. It's not like they got banged up all game long against their big W on the. I just don't understand. It's total disrespect. But the Dallas Cowboys are like the Dallas Cowboys are like every SEC team. We have to praise them no matter what their record is. They're the almighty Dallas Cowboys.
Oh, please. Believe me, I ain't giving them no praise as far as that goes. However, I will say this. They've been pretty good off of a loss. Both teams went into overtime this past week. I just think that the Dallas Cowboys do pull this one off.
I would love to go with you on that, Dan, because I picked the Cowboys to win that division for some dumbass reason. I don't know, just because. But I believe more in Minnesota. You know what I mean? The same reason why Dallas lost last week. Poor execution, discipline, and turnovers. Mike McCarthy ain't changed nothing. The same shit is still happening, and I think the same shit is going to happen this week. It's going to come down to turnovers and poor decisions by the head coaching staff. I'm going to the Vikings.
The Cowboys' last 3 wins: Bears, Lions, Rams. Oh my!
They need that
All
win.
Right, last game of the week, or for us, you got Kansas City and you got the Chargers, divisional game. Chargers is just hanging on, playing good football every now and then, only when we pick them. So this is it.
They're just too banged up. I mean, I would love to think the Chargers are. I should even say at home. There's going to be more red in that stadium than there's going to be baby blues with their Chargers uniform. There's going to be a heavy Kansas City crowd in there. They're just too banged up. Kansas City wins this, but even though I still think Kansas City has plenty of holes, especially on defense, that they have trouble covering the run. But the Chargers can't run the ball right now because their offensive line is all banged up. Give me the Chiefs.
Here you go. Let's see what we pick.
I figured. Oh my! Hold on here. Look, you know what happens every time somebody on the panel picks against their team, right?
That bad?
I mean, for me, it's good
Dude.
because I picked the opposite team.
Dude,
So,
there's
yeah. What?
a couple guys that picked this week against their teams, bro.
True. I don't know. Look, Greg is a Chargers fan. He picked Kansas City. It's kind of like Clemson and Notre Dame. I picked Clemson to win that week. Boom, Notre Dame pulls out of their ass a win like that. This week I'm going with the Chargers, and simply because I really think that they're going to do more screen passes and little pop out passes like that, and it'll get those 5 to 7 yards each time and just move down the field.
I like the belief that you think you have in the Chargers, but
Just for this week.
Kansas City team is on a roll. And yeah, Matt pissed against the Cowboys too, bro.
Oh yeah, he did. He did. Yeah, see, he did.
It's a trend going on around here, and I don't like it, but I'm not going to fall for it.
Well, good thing on both of those picks, I picked the opposite team that they did.
Yeah. Oh, and Greg was sick about it though. Like if you read the feed that we have, he was not happy about picking that team, but he's like, "Hey, I got to do what I got to do." Here's my theory on that.
How come we're not doing the Grey Cup preview? Sunday's the Grey Cup.
The who?
The CFL. It's the Super Bowl in CFL. The Grey Cup. The Toronto versus Winnipeg.
Who's going to
They
win?
still let them play football up there?
Winnipeg -5.5 right now. Probably get bumped all the way to 6. Totals around 47, 48. I'm not messing around with the total. Winnipeg dominating win last week in the playoffs. And then what's Sunday? It's the World Cup. We ain't talking World Cup. USA plays on Monday. Sunday's 1 game and then 3 games on Monday. Those 4 games will have more bets on it than every game on Saturday, college football, and every NFL game on Sunday.
Well, yeah, because it's only once a year.
World sports.
I'm just saying. I'm just saying.
Well, the
I'm
World
not saying
Cup is
that it's a
once every
better.
4 years, isn't it?
I'm not saying that it's a better sport or anything. I'm just saying action-wise.
Well, yeah, you're a busy man.
Everybody on the planet plays soccer or football.
Pretty much.
Everybody plays football. We play soccer. That's why we suck at it, except for the women.
But we stole the
I'm
word
still trying to
football.
figure out how the men got in, but
we stole the word football because football was already being used as soccer. So we stole the word football. We couldn't think of it.
When have we not stole something?
yeah,
That's true. That's true.
praise Jesus.
That's my native relatives.
Well, I'm just saying.
They stole the word and just added letters to it.
Yep, pretty much. They're like, we don't like this U. What the U is? Put 2 O's.
Good point.
No, but there's going to be some good bets on there. There's going to be some good matches in the World Cup. You know, I'm anxious to see Neymar. I'm anxious to see Ronaldo. And those guys, you know, you always like the stars because they do something nice. I'm anxious to see how this young USA team does look. You know what I mean? I'm surprised that the one kid didn't get to make the final cut, which was
Pepe.
was
Yeah,
strange. He's the best player on the damn team.
Yeah, he is suffering a little bit of injuries, but you got to bring him on. I mean, that was a bad call. I mean, this is the only team that's the average age is 25 years and under for this team. So if they make it out of the group stage, for us, it's winning the World Cup. I mean, we're not going to win it. I still, one of our biggest liabilities is the USA to win the World Cup, but that's just like me betting the Chicago Cubs every year to win the World Series, just fool's money. But if they win it all, it'd be one of the biggest. Probably be if they win the World Cup, it'd be bigger than USA beating in the Olympics for hockey that 1 year.
That big, huh?
Yeah, because no one expects
the Russians.
Oh, wow. Yes, USSR.
Yeah.
Which was even a championship game. People don't know that. People thought that was a championship game.
Nope.
No, it was like the semifinals or whatever.
Yeah.
But yeah, so that's really only other football news we got is the XFL draft is going on right now.
Yep. Did you see the ball? I do have to, give the props out. And I can't remember her name. I think it was Danny. Her name is on the ball on the XFL. She's one of the one of the very first pro football owners or something like that.
Yeah, I can't. I know what you're talking. I can't think of it right now.
Yep. Brain fart. I've had that for a year now.
Yep. it
I was
happens.
actually shocked that the running back from
Yeah.
Baylor. His last name was Smith. I can't think of his name. He was the first one drafted in the XFL as a running back from Baylor. But I remember watching him at Baylor. He was just he reminded me of a young Sproles. Remember the Saints had him. Really, guy just bounces around like you're watching a video game play. He's gonna be fun to watch.
He played.
Oh yeah, he played for the Eagles. I forgot about that. He played for
Yeah.
the Eagles.
That was the last.
Darren.
Darren Sproles. That was the last time that I've seen the Eagles play a game live. Was at that Monday night game.
And that changes this week.
This Sunday, the Colts are going to be invaded by Philly. And when I say invaded, I mean in every which way possible. Raphael, before we let you go, obviously I want to hear about these lines on Sunday. Eagles, Colts, what do you got? What's the best prop bet you got for us?
Jeff Saturday would be 2-0 on
What a
Sunday night
dick.
when you can cuss on this show.
Oops, I'm getting fined. Oh, Jesus.
I like Jalen Hurts rushing total, probably around 45.5. I know he didn't run. I know he didn't run the ball, but I think the Eagles will have to run the ball because they need to get some defense, some breaks, because they weren't on the field at all on Monday night at all. There was more wrestlers in a wrestling rink on Monday Night Raw than the offense of the Philadelphia Eagles. So I think they're going to establish the run. So I think Hurts and those running games are going to running backs, because that's the biggest weakness that the Colts have is stopping a run. So look for the Eagles to pound the rock all game long.
I tried to pound the rock every night, Raphael, but it just doesn't work. Let everybody know where to find you, brother.
You can find me on Twitter at VSI.sports. You can find me on Instagram at Raphael Esparza, DocSports.com, mybookie.ag, and my new site, youcanbetthat.com.
Bam. Raphael, it's fun as always. You're still a dick, but I love you. Appreciate
Jeff,
having you on.
Jeff Saturday.
Oh, Jesus.
He earned that job.
That's classic. Right
Take it easy,
there.
guys.
Right on, brother.
Have a good one, man.
Oh, man. Good old Raphael Esparza. Gotta love it. Gotta love it.
Oh, man. Amazing. Hey, man, you got the Lions in tonight?
Man, I just wanted to give another shout out, condolences to everybody at the University of Virginia. I was going to say something on it, but we said it earlier. There's nothing much else to say, but stop the bullshit. I mean, it's ridiculous. If you got problems, go find help, go seek help, and people listen to people looking for help. We got to stop this shit. There's no reason for it. I mean, that's the kids. I don't care if people see them as stars on the football field and all this, that, and the other. Those were kids.
Yeah, 22 and younger, I think they were. So
Yep. Yep. That's all I got, bro.
I'm tired of it.
Yep.
Yeah. I had something crazy for what's up. I think I would have changed my mind and not do it. And so the what's up is everybody, man. Hey, man, read the signs around your household. I'm not saying anything in general or anything like that, but read the signs around your household. You'll see when people are in pain, or when people are hurting, or when people need something. So just read the signs, and reach out, lend a shoulder when you don't have to. That's it. That's all I got.
There you go. Bam. Well, it's that time again, Damon.
Oh, we got other stuff. Well, we don't have
It's
other
that
stuff,
time.
but we got.
Right. It's that time where the lion puts his one breath into all this. Thank you to all of our great friends, family, sponsors, partners here at the network. Elite Performance, What's Poppin' Corn Snacks, Printed Memories, Revved Up Tattoos, Doc Sports Picks, My Bookie, The Fighter's Friend, The One's Kitchen, and Inner Beast Sportswear.
See, I'm rocking my Inner Beast Classic hoodie.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. I was actually just talking to our wonderful people over at Printed Memories to get some winter style back into the store. So it's coming, guys. Be patient and stay tuned. I can't wait.
I do have to reach out because I'm have to get see if she can take care of some shirts because I need some one kitchen when I'm doing these catering things, so I look uniform and all classy and shit.
Bam. Perfect.
But while you're trying to get into Printed Memories to get our apparel and to get your apparel done by them, why don't you slide over to the BWSPORTS1.com website and check out all of our other shows.
Checkers and Wreckers, the state of basketball, super kicking it with Steven, just a bit outside Combat Zone, and us here at the Dukes of Football. Little side note, Combat Zone will be kind of doing a what do you call it? A hybrid over from our YouTube channel as well as our friends over at Southern Indiana Combat Production. Matt Hughes, the legendary UFC Hall of Fame champion, will be on soon with a special message. So make sure you stay tuned and subscribe to both BW Sports One's YouTube channel and Southern Indiana Combat Productions YouTube channel.
March 2nd, fight night, bro.
4th.
March
March 4th.
Fight night.
That's right.
Fight night.
The second coming, Evansville.
That's where I got the second from.
The second coming. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. The second coming, SICP2, March 4th, down at the Evansville Veterans Memorial Coliseum.
Eli wants to go with me.
Oh, shoot. He
He
wants to see some pow-powing. There
Pow
you
pow.
go.
So
Might have a
yeah,
girl
there we
fight
have
on
it.
that, too, so I can't wait.
Ladies.
Well, yes, I'm sorry. Woman fight.
We have ladies. We have to be politically correct here.
My bad. No, we don't. That was.
We can't say chick fights.
We can be respectful. We don't have to be politically correct because there ain't no way in hell neither one of us politically correct. But Damon, it has been a wonderful week as always. Tomorrow night kicks off the NFL season or the NFL week again. And here we are in the Circle City getting snowed on a little bit here and there for the rest of the next 3 months. And as always, until next week, Damon, tell them what do we do?
We keep Indy sporty. Oh,
She just got home from basketball practice and